here we are, Miami's first third down of the game. The previous play was an incomplete pass attempt from Tua to Bowden. Here we can see Miami's offensive formation. We're in trips right empty. So trips at the top of the screen, we have Gesicki, Ford and Parker. At the bottom, we have Gaskin and Bowden. It's worth noting that with an empty backfield means there's no running backs. There's no running back to help pass protect Tua on this third down. In terms of route, at the bottom, we have Gaskin running the fade. We have Bowden running the 5 and out. We have Gesicki, Ford and Parker all running crossing routes or in routes. They're layered, so they're all at different depths with the idea that it gives Tua multiple targets. So here we are just looking at what the defense are playing against our trips right coverage. On the right hand side, Parker's being pressed. Bowden in the slot is off coverage. Gesicki looks like he's being covered by the linebacker, so it looks like cover 1 on the right. On the left hand side, they're disguising what they're doing a little bit more. The number 1 defender marked on the film or the corner is looking in field, so it looks like he's playing zone. There is no one playing coverage on the slot receiver, who is Bowden. And this, because we know that Bowden's got an out route, to a pre-snap read has to work out who the flat defender is, because that's where we're going. The flat defender is the area in red. Is it number 2, the safety, or is it number 3, the backer? It's a short thing, a small thing, but it's going to slow Tua's read down once the ball is snapped. The other thing that's going to slow Tua down is pre-snap. The safety is not in the middle of the field. He's off one of the hash marks. So it indicates pre-snap that he's playing zone coverage. And we'll look at this, how this develops a little bit more in coach's film. So we're just going to take a quick look at pass pro. We've got 5 down linemen versus 4 defensive linemen and 1 Mike linebacker, who I've labelled. We're not counting 49 as being pre-snap, as being a linebacker who we have to block, because it looks like he's in coverage with Gesicki. So naturally, in this instance, the offense is going to slide to the left because the centre has to be able to get in position to block the Mike linebacker. Now we're looking at what the defense have done to counter. This is a really, really good blitz. I've drawn the scheme up here. The defensive end drops. Number 50 slides across to the middle of the field, and 49 comes on the delayed blitz. I'm going to go through it in coach's film. It just showing you a picture of it doesn't indicate what a good blitz it is. So just to look pre-snap, a coach's film of what Tua is seeing. I'm not going to spend too much time on it, because really what we need to look at is the box film to look at the blitz that the Bills run. This is all just window dressing to make sure Tua can't see the blitz coming. He's thinking about who the flat defender is, what the safety is doing. Is it flat defender? Is it the safety or the backer? And the other question, is the safety going to roll into the middle of the field to play cover 1? So when we watch it run through, the safety does move. And now pre-snap, here comes the corner to play cover 1. It's the flat defender. It just takes away from what we need to actually look at. Sometimes when you call offense, you call a good play, you beat defense. And sometimes you call a play on offense and defense calls a better play. And I believe this is what's happened here. On the offensive left, basically they disguise the stunt really well. The defensive end drops back. The defensive tackle loops round, so he's got contained, so Tua can't bail. The Mike linebacker shows like he's going to fill the A gap. He doesn't fill it. He actually has responsibility for where 49 is. But what that does is, as we play it, this all holds Tua's eyes. You know, he's all just disguising what 49's doing. Going to jump back 10 seconds so we can look at the right side of the line. Pre-snap, as we've already seen in scheme, it looks pretty straightforward. Davies has the defensive tackle, pretty straightforward. Defensive tackle slants in to this gap, increasing the space between the guard and the tackle. My question here is, could Hunt have done a better job? As we run it through, we can see the linebacker creeping down. Hunt can see this. This is the quickest way to the quarterback. This is basic football. His stance is pretty wide. He can't really adjust. He gets caught in 2 minds. Just pick one, son. Just pick one. I'm also a bit concerned about Gesicki, because he can see this developing. Where is the alert call? There's nothing. Gesicki keeps running his route, but really the biggest issue here is Hunt. Hunt has seen this blitz coming, goes to block the defensive end. Okay, that's fine, but actually block him. Look, he blocks no one. So if Tua had escaped that block, Hunt has just made a mess of this. I'm also looking at Gesicki going, where's the alert call? There's not really much anything the crossing can do. The third down is broken just because the Bills called a better play.